What up, my nerds? This is the Siete, and I'll bring you a small segment from the Geek SPN podcast. If you like what you hear in this segment, why don't you go ahead and like, share, and subscribe? It definitely doesn't cost you anything, and it will definitely help us out. If you want some more, check out the full podcast. Link will be in the description below. You can also check out the Bad Drunk Gamers channel, where Falcon and I play some games pretty badly. Hope you enjoy the segment, and thanks for listening.
So, how did y'all do in fantasy this year?
Okay. You want to go first? Yeah. So Falcon lose league that I'm in with him. I don't think I've ever had a good year. I think I finished like 6th or something like that. No, I sucked. I sucked.
No, but in the playoffs you did well.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You won second.
No, I didn't.
Yes.
How do you win second? Wait, how long is y'all's playoffs?
Well, first of all, the sucky thing is that everyone makes it to the playoffs.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I finished 2nd.
That just determines your seed then. It's like whatever, okay.
Yeah. Next year I think we'll change it.
But this was not income, but no money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in another league where there's cash involved, $30 buy-in. I was writing about 3rd place all year, so I figured, 3rd place you get your money back at least. But the day of the first day of the playoffs, I was working. I set my roster up. I was proposed to be a close game. It could have gone either way. And I checked it after work because I worked for like 8 or 10 hours or some shit. And 2 of the guys on my team were out. They didn't even play at all. So I lost by like 40. And I just never checked my phone again after that. Because I figured if I'm not going to get 3rd place, I'm not going to get anything.
That was the one that you paid money in?
I paid money. And you know how like if you lose in one round, sometimes they'll put you in a loser's bracket. Mm-hmm. So you can maybe get 4th or 5th place. I think I ended up getting 5th. And I was like, I can't believe I was 3rd the whole year. And then that shit happens. But it's okay also because I traded Saquon Barkley, who was like my main guy. And the guy that I traded him to, I thought he was going to win. And I was going to be fucking pissed that happened. But no, he didn't fucking win at all. I think he got 4th or something like that.
Oh, that's good.
So
He was probably his own good player. Right?
Yeah, I was like, fuck yeah, dude. At least he didn't win.
I remember when you were going to do that trade, you talked to me and
Yeah.
said that.
Yeah, because I don't know shit about football.
Because he got hurt, right when that happened?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And
who did you get in the trade?
Oh, God, dude. I got like 3 wide receivers. I don't even remember who.
I thought you were going to get Josh Jacobs.
Let me see if I can... Oops. Let's see if I can look at my fucking...
You mentioned 2 players.
No. Oh. Don't do
I
this
thought you
to me.
got Josh... Because you said Josh Jacobs, and I was like, oh, yeah, dude, that's definitely a badass one. Because I had him, and he was fucking killing it.
Yeah.
I got, Did I get Keenan Allen? I think Keenan Allen. Oh, yeah, and Jacobs. Yeah.
Oh, then, yeah, it was like an even trade, I would say, there.
Players.
Yeah, something like that. So, yeah, I guess it was fair, but I didn't win, he didn't win.
Yeah.
That's alright. But anyway, fuck fantasy football. Because in that league too, like the past 8 years, I've been like the bottom seed. So this was the first year I've had in a while where I was winning, and I was like, fuck yes. And I still came out on the bottom.
I was only in one league, and it was the one with Jafar. I started out bad. I got a bad draft grade, but I don't ever let that affect me because they don't know anything, man. Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, they don't. I don't ever agree with
Preach
that
to
one.
the choir.
I think I got like a C.
Yeah, I got a C2 on mine. On one of mine.
I lost my first 2 games. And I was like, man, this is going to be a bad season. But then I went on like a 6-game winning streak or something like that, and I finished first in the league. And then the first week of playoffs, I set up my roster, but then like the day before the game or something like that, someone was out, and I didn't go check it that day before. So I lost to the last place dude.
Damn, that sucks.
And it pissed me off because that dude, like, he never paid attention to his roster. He lost week after week, which is why he was last place. But it seemed like he paid attention that week when he played me in the playoffs.
Well, shit, when you're in the playoffs, it doesn't matter. I mean, fuck.
Well, no, because then he beat me, and then the next week he was in the round 2 playoffs, and he didn't fix his roster.
Oh, we can?
Yeah. But then after that, I won the next 2 games in the playoffs. And so I ended up 5th place.
Nice.
Yeah.
1st to 5th.
I was pissed off.
Yeah, that sucks. Good job, like the Spurs now. You've embodied the Spurs.
But people say you're the real champ if you win 1st seed because it's a long season. And anything can happen in the playoffs, man.
Yeah.
I believe that.
Like this dude beating me.
Well, with mine, I'm in 2 leagues as well. One a money league, and then one the high school one with our high school buddies. And I became commissioner, which was awesome. And surprisingly, that actually gave me a boost. I don't know why, but in the high school league that we're in, or the friends league, I think that was like a crazy league for me. Because, like, we ended up having, like, a 7-way tie for 3rd place. And, like, the only reason I didn't get in was because of my my points. My points against or whatever. Points for.
Yeah.
And, like, out of the whole bunch, I was the lowest one. So I was like, fuck. But, like, I beat all the people. Like, I had the tiebreaker against, like, 3 of the guys. And I just needed, like... If I had the points, I would have made the playoffs. Like, that was how close that shit was. But yeah, man, like, it was crazy. Like, I think I ended up the season 7-6, and it was just like a very insane season for that one. I had Josh Jacobs, I had Tom Brady, and that was from now on. I'm not gonna draft my heart anymore. I'm gonna draft for real. And then in my other league, I had Derrick Henry, who did fucking phenomenal for me. Like, he went off. And I also think I had Tom Brady in that one, too.
That's your guy, man.
Yeah.
Well,
but
you don't draft completely with your heart, like just the quarterback, and that's it.
Well, so, you know what? I did fuck up this year because, like, I drafted him, and then immediately my second draft was one of his receivers. But in the past, like, I don't like going for Edelman because Edelman, like, he's one of his top receivers, but he doesn't ever give him touchdowns. Like, he always gives him the dump passes, and that's it. So then I was like, okay, well, one of his other wideouts is going to be... Because Edelman's a slot, so I was like, the wideouts will probably be the one that I'll go for. So at the beginning, they had... who was it? Thomas? I forgot his first name. I don't remember his first name, but they cut him. And then... So I picked him in one league. And then in the other league, I think he had... Fuck, I can't remember. Like, they cut both of them. Like, neither of them ended up playing. So I was like, fuck. I got stuck with people that I couldn't even use. But yeah. But in the other league, like, I was doing really well. Like, I was like in 2nd, 3rd place. But then I think I stopped paying attention for like 1 week and fucking went to shit after that.
Yeah. Points are crucial, man.
Yeah, you can't have a bad week, man.
Remember when I was like last place, like week 4, I still had the most points though.
See, that's what happened to one of our friends. He had like so the way we do our draft for the way we're doing our draft for next year is everyone that didn't make the playoffs still had to keep on playing all the way through the end because the points for is what determined their ranking. So one of our friends, he lost. Like I think he was in the 7-way tie for the 3rd place, but no, he wasn't. I think he was 1 loss less than us, but he had the most points. So he has a number like he had the most points by like 100 points. So like there was no catching him. Like unless he just stopped playing, no one was gonna catch him. So he's got first place. What's it called now? Cerberus, you crazy dog. But how'd y'all's teams do? Your actual like teams, fucking.
What?
Yeah.
He's gone. You talking about Garrett?
Yeah. For those, I mean, well, Jafar's doesn't have a real team other than maybe the Chargers, but the Chargers are leaving.
I haven't even like researched them in like a year, so I guess that's over.
Yeah, but Falcon,
Yeah, my team did very disappointing.
Yeah, fucking Cowboys.
What I'm loyal. I'm true. I stand by them year after year.
How's that loyalty treating you?
Bitter.
Yeah.
But I'm not one of those that's like Cowboys 2020 champs, eh? You know.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're.
But next year, though,
hey.
He's got a new coach.
Yeah.
Oh, who's your coach?
Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy. He used to coach the Packers.
What?
Won a Super Bowl with them.
You think that's gonna help?
No. Yes. Not when you have Jerry there, man. Jerry's gonna fuck it up.
Jerry Buss.
Yeah.
No, I'm excited though for a new era.
New
The
era.
2020s. The Cowboys. See what happens.
A new century.
A new century.
Little insider.
Inside joke. No, yeah. So I'm a Patriots fan. For those who don't know, I am not a Cowboys fan anymore because my loyalty was not being reciprocated. They were not doing me right.
You jumped off the wagon.
Mm-hmm. I guess you could say that. I jumped off the wagon. Maybe it's a bandwagon, probably, but
No, you were born into the Cowboys, but then
I left. No, I left because I wanted to find a team where it matched my ideals.
So you went to the team that was winning.
Well, I went to a team that had a good coach. I mean, Bill Belichick is a good coach, bro. I mean, you can't deny that.
How old were you when you did that change?
18. I was under the household of my parents. I had to be a Cowboys fan, and then once I was 18, I was like, "Fuck that, I'm gone. I do my own shit. I'm my own man."
All right, I just hope that when we're still friends in like 2050, like 3 centuries from now, you still have Patriots stuff hanging on your walls and stuff. You don't want to walk in and see, some Buccaneers stuff somewhere.
Well, I mean, for me, it does matter about the coach. Like I like the coach. Like Bill Belichick, I feel is a smart coach.
Yeah.
It's like why I like the Spurs. Like Coach Popovich is a really good coach.
No, why you were also born into them.
Okay, but I mean, I'm staying. I mean, because I can leave, but I'm staying because of Pop. Like Pop is my boy.
So when Belly leaves, Belichick, not Bellinelli.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait it out, and I'm gonna see what they do. I'm gonna see. I mean, I'm assuming Bill Belichick is going to give us a successor. Like he's not just gonna say, "Well, fuck y'all." He's gonna. I think he's gonna.
I think he will.
I think honestly, I feel like he would probably step down from coach and move on to be president or something, like president or GM.
Oh yeah.
And because I mean that's not as stressful, But yeah, I mean I don't know. We'll see how long he stays.
Real quick question.
Okay.
Currently, with the coaches, if not Belichick, what coach would
The
you?
Saints.
Because of the coach?
Yeah, Sean Payton. I like Sean Payton. He's a product of Bill Parcells.
I had that answer ready.
Yeah, no,
Oh, I have that answer ready. I know exactly who I'm going
he
for.
probably has his third, fourth, fifth.
Well, no, that's when you start getting a little harder.
Saints, Eagles.
Maybe Matt Patricia's out there, so I'll probably be like a Lions fan or
Yeah.
Josh McDaniels.
I like Patricia.
Nah, but
They all are doing.
all right. Well, let's talk about our Spurs. Let's talk about our Spurs.
Who's that?
Our favorite team.
We have a team?
Yes. The one team that I've come together with y'all. That's what she said. You were born into it. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, but I stayed with them. Like, I had a sports renaissance
Because
where...
they were winning. I don't think there was
Hey,
a
well, okay.
There was not a point in our lives where we saw the Spurs lose.
Except now. But,
Yes.
I am staying.
I will give him that, because me and Jafar have been real tough on the Spurs, and Siete is staying positive.
You
I'm
are
staying-
you are the positive one. And I don't hate... what am I saying? I don't hate the Spurs. I'm not going to jump ship and be like, oh, fuck this, I'm going for the Mavericks or whatever.
Your boys. Those are your boys.
I'm just a Luka Doncic fan, man. He's freaking crazy. But, I'll always remain loyal to the Spurs. They'll always be my number one. But right now, I'm like that dad who like found out his kid like fucking stole and like maybe bought some drugs or something. And I'm just like, you're so much better than this. Like
you could do better.
Like sleep outside for a few nights. Learn the responsibility of like what it takes to win and be a man. Because right now, I don't know what you're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, sir. No, I mean, I will say this though. I feel like they this is a rebuilding year. This is definitely a rebuilding year.
I do have one topic though.
What?
I know how I feel about it.
What?
And I think I know how you might feel about it. Pop. I love Pop to death. Dude.
I love
He's
Pop
done
to death
so
too.
much for us, and I'll always respect him. I'll always respect his coaching style and stuff like that. But 20-something years of coaching is a long time, and there's no denying that the game is a little bit different than what it has been in the last few years. And as great as a coach as Pop is, and probably still is, I think he's still a little hard-headed in like some cases, like with not a thing. Like I feel like any other coach in the NBA, if they had our roster, Lonnie would be there. Lonnie would be getting minutes, and like Bellinelli wouldn't. I feel like Damari Carroll would be getting minutes under any other coach in the NBA, but he's not over here.
Okay, so I mean, I hear you, and I disagree with you. Because okay, look, so I get it. I mean, you're right. Pop is being a little hard-headed, but at the same time, I feel that there's a reason why we're in the situation we're in right now. Pop had a plan. Pop had a plan that he had that was gonna stretch us another 20 years of winning and doing good, and then that plan came to a halt because some bitch wanted to do his own thing, and it's always gonna come back down to that shit. But I feel I feel like Pop had a plan, and now he's not in crisis mode, but he's like trying to rework his plan. So now we're in a situation where we're kind of in a rebuild, kind of not in a rebuild.
I get that. He did have the rug pulled.
Yeah, I feel like he had the rug pulled, and then at the same time, like his next star that he had, which was DeJounte, got hurt, like before the season even started.
Yeah. I don't know. Me personally, I'm just like, if I was a coach, and at this point in the season, when we're like, what's our record? Like 20 and 20.
Well, now it was like 16 and 20. I think now today, we're recording this, by the way, when the Spurs lost to
Memphis.
So I think with that we're 16 and 21. No, 17 21. Because I think
right. This is just how I'm looking at it. At this point, you got to look at the rest of the season and be like, best case scenario, we finish 500 exactly, 41 and 41. We make the playoffs, 8th seed. I still feel like, throw in DeJounte, throw in Lonnie, let them just fucking go crazy this year, dude. Let them see what it's like, so that next year, when you are still rebuilding, like, these guys had plenty of minutes last year. Because it's kind of, like, disheartening, I feel, for the younger guys. Like Lonnie Walker, who, obviously, he knows fans love him, because every time he's in the game, the fucking fans go crazy. But at the same time, like, if you were Lonnie Walker, you're like, man, the fans love me, but, I only played 9 minutes tonight. And it's my second year, and I'm going to be my third year, and there's fucking rookies out there who were drafted in the second round who were playing more minutes than me over in this fucking city over here. And
okay.
I just want fucking the young guys to just fucking get some minutes, dude. I just want them to be able to say that they've played against the likes of LeBron and fucking James Harden and not even crunch time. Even if you're getting blown out, you still fucking know what it's like to play against those guys.
Well, so I what I would say to that is I do think that Lonnie is getting valuable minutes now.
Took half a year.
Yeah, well, okay, but so I think with Pop though, I mean, I'm sure you guys are aware. Pop, if you get into Pop's doghouse, like that's a problem.
Yeah.
And I think it's a coaching thing with him because when he puts people in a doghouse, it's not because he doesn't like them. Like, he obviously likes those players because he keeps them around. But he wants them to work to get back into his good graces. You know, like, and I can see like that's an old way of doing things, but like I was telling my brother this, like because he's saying the same thing you are, that Pop's a little too strict and he's just on his shit, and I said, well, yeah, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, it worked for 20 years. It's not broken. It didn't break. It's broken now.
It's making noises.
It's making noises, but it's making noises because a bitch threw a wrench into it.
The check engine light is on.
Yeah, and I wonder why. It's not because
someone drove through some water.
It's not wear and tear. Some bitch went in there and fucked with your engine. They fucking peed in your gas tank. So
who is this guy? I want him arrested.
I want him arrested too. He needs to go somewhere else.
What?
He did. He went to Toronto and then he went to Los Angeles.
He's getting what he wants.
Yeah, he shouldn't get what he wants. Like, I want the NBA to go after him and his uncle.
His uncle.
I mean, they're going after his uncle, apparently.
His uncle demanded to become part owner.
Yeah, his uncle wanted to be part owner of whatever, so...
Yo, his family must be retarded, bro. He's got that sister that looks like a bro.
I was going to say his brother went to jail.
We were recording that night. I remember that night. That was funny. That was breaking news for us that we never...
Uncle asking for private jets and, like, ownership.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
But...
You got a dad that got shot. Okay.
Yeah.
Reminds me of that movie.
We're going to probably edit that out.
Reminds me of that movie... What Men Think. There was it.
Oh, yeah. It's the Tyler Perry? No, it's not Tyler Perry.
With, what's her name?
It does have that Tyler Perry feel of it.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. It was a remake of What Women Want.
Yeah. She can hear what the men want. But, there's this player. Because she's an agent. The player, his uncle. Oh, his dad. I don't know. Calls all those shots for him and says what he wants, but it's not really what the player wants.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. In a few years, it's gonna come out that his uncle fucking was stealing money from him, was investing badly, and was like doing stuff with his money.
Can't wait.
That would be nice to hear that Kawhi's like bankrupt one day.
Yeah, like I'm waiting for that because he listened to his uncle, and of course my brother. He has his own opinion on this because he's like, I mean, he defended Kawhi for a while. Like, now he doesn't really defend him because he's like, well, because I told him, like, hey, look, he's not going to stay in Toronto. He's going to go to the Clippers because that's where he wants to go. And he's like, no, Pop pissed him off, and that's why he's going to Toronto, and he's going to re-sign with Toronto, and he's going to sign the max deal. And of course, that didn't happen. But my brother makes a point that, his father died. His father got shot, and Uncle Dennis is his role model. And with kids that grow up without their dads like that, like tragically lost like that, any male figure would become very important in that person's life. I can agree with my brother on that. But I mean, at the same time though, he should be his own man and like listen to advisors saying like, hey, you're about to get fucked if you do this. I mean, he is going to get fucked. Like, his uncle is fucking him over, I think. But, whatever. That's my own opinion on that shit. I still think, going back to our original topic, I'm not disappointed in Pop yet. I think Pop is still trying to put himself into position to win. Like, he's not trying, like, it's not, like, I feel like the way you're saying it is like he's like lost a step, and I don't think he's lost a step. I think he's like trying to redirect. Like he's in a shit show, and he's trying to get that shit show together, and it's kind of working. I mean, he doesn't have his problem is I don't think he has the pieces that he wants. Like Kawhi was going to be his piece because Kawhi is somebody that you can give the ball and he can do something with it. Like if you're down by 4, and you need to score a point to stay in the game. What did he used to do? Who did he used to give the ball to?
Kawhi.
No. Before Kawhi, before Kawhi showed up, who did he give the ball to?
Tony Parker.
Really? Timmy in the post.
It would be Manu, and then Manu would find Timmy.
Yeah. I mean, the default was always Tim in the post.
Yeah.
That was always the one that, like, when we were in overtime, he would call a post play. And I mean, Manu or Tony would get the ball, like if Tim was double teamed, but Pop always went to Tim first. And the problem with Pop's team is that, I mean, we don't have a Tim anymore.
That's why we need to play Lon to develop into a Tim.
Well, I mean, and you're right. I think they need to play him, but
I mean, if I was a coach, this is just my mentality. You got someone like Lonnie on your bench. That's just in any situation, no matter, even if you already have a team that can get 60 wins, or if you have a team that's only going to get 6 wins, that's a guy that you get in the games early because his enthusiasm's there, his athleticism's there. All he needs to do is perfect his craft and his shooting and his situational awareness. And I'm just saying, if I was a coach, I'd give Lonnie not the green light necessarily, but I'd be like, hey, you're fucking 21 years old. You fucking got athleticism up the ass. You can get hot. I've seen Lonnie get hot. If you're feeling comfortable, go out there and treat it like an open gym game, man.
Well,
like,
I think
go
Pop,
Kobe on him.
I think Pop is not afraid to do that, but he doesn't want them to do that because he wants them to be smart basketball players. Because you've heard all the players say it. Like Pop's the first person to say, like, fuck basketball. What's going on with you? That's DeRozan's words, word for word. Like, that's what Pop will say. So with Pop, I don't think he's trying to win. Like, he's not trying to, like, win right now. He's trying to develop these players, and once he develops them, that creates a winning team. I mean, look what happened with Tim, Manu, Tony, and all the teams that came with them. I mean, he was hard on them, but he was hard because he was trying to get them. He was trying to break them. Like, he was trying to mold them into the player that he wants. Because what happens after a Spurs player leaves San Antonio?
They go on to win championships.
Other than that one example, but they're always, those players are always the ones that people say are like, oh yeah, well they came up through the Spurs system and they understand the Spurs system really well, and they're always really good players or whatever. But how much do you have left of this?
One drink.
Fuck.
I just finished it.
Burped it up and like some pizza came up.
Oh man, that's dangerous.
I almost spit that up because you said that.
Correct. I agree and I agree.
No, Falcon, you have to be the dissenting.
No, what I'm kind of sad about is DeJounte.
Why?
I think I know where you're coming from.
What about DeJounte? What are you disappointed about DeJounte?
His performance.
Do you think
His performance?
I know the minutes restriction was what I was blaming before, but now that you guys told me he's off, do you think there's something in his head? Like, maybe, I don't think he's scared about getting re-injured, but I feel like he had to sit on the bench last year and watch Derek White take his place, and now I feel like maybe DeJounte feels like maybe that you said today that maybe Pop trusts Derek a little more than DeJounte.
Oh, I'm pretty sure Pop trusts Derek more.
I feel like DeJounte might feel some of that vibe. Because I feel like DeJounte was ready to come out the gate and be like, yeah, give me the ball. I'm going to take all those shots. I'm going to play defense. And now it seems like, I don't know, he's playing hard. It's just not the level I thought he would be at.
I was just like really, really excited for him this year. And then, I don't know, he seems still like raw. I know he's still young, but making mistakes.
He's the Phoenix. He will rise up. No, look.
I mean, if we're not going to be letting Lonnie go crazy, we should tell DeJounte he's got the green light.
I think he'll get better. It's just that this season, I had high expectations for this season.
Well, hold up, because
the guy did miss a whole year.
I mean, yeah. First of all, the guy missed a whole year. Like, he's behind Derek White a whole year.
Let me look at these stats
for sure. But I mean, when I see Pop coaching him, I see what he did with Tony Parker. Like, he was hard on Tony Parker. And I feel he's hard on DeJounte. And I think that Pop is not giving DeJounte a green light yet because he still has to, first of all, he has to prove himself. And then secondly, he has to be the quarterback out there. He has to direct, because I mean, I'm watching it. DeRozan's coming down the court and DeJounte's directing everybody. He's telling like, hey, you need to go over there. Like he's telling people where to go. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I feel like DeJounte, I mean, yeah, he's raw, and I'll give you that. But like I just said, like he missed a year. He's behind a year. I mean, he's still starting. I mean, Pop trusts Derek White right now, but he trusts Derek White because he played all last year as a starter, and then Derek White played in the
playoffs.
In the playoffs, and then Derek White played in USA basketball. So I mean, yeah, I mean, of course he's gonna be like that's his boy because that's
fucking Derek White just kind of stole the show from DeJounte, huh?
He did. I mean, I will say Derek White is actually a really good point guard.
Greedy little 5-head.
With a hidden agenda.
Right?
Yeah, no shit, right?
If you're ready for some stats, I'm going to read DeJounte's.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so his first year, rookie year, which he hardly played, he averaged 3 points, 1 assist. And
Tony Parker was there, of course, right?
Yeah, and he shot 43% field goal percentage. His sophomore year, jumped up to 8 points, 2.9 assists, and averaged 44% field goal percentage. Then he was injured.
So that was the year he got his starting position.
Yeah. He played 81 games, started 48.
And that was the year the bitch wanted to be a bitch, right?
That was 17-18. So, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then he was injured all last year. And now this year's stats so far, 10.5 points per game, 5.8 rebounds, 4 assists. He's shooting 48%. Well, technically 49 because it's 48.9 or .489. But he's only playing 23 minutes a game. That's like half a game.
Yeah. Okay,
So,
and then...
Imagine if he got a whole extra 12 minutes. I could see him getting 15 a game, maybe 6 or 7 assists instead of 4.
So let me ask this. Has there been growth each year?
There's been growth. And you know what? That fucking injured year, let's just call this year his last year's stats. He probably would have been getting the stats he's getting this year last year. And realistically, this year could have been his like breakout year, like 16 a game. You know,
I can agree with that. I mean,
next year.
Yeah, next year.
Hopefully, hopefully he plays 30 minutes a game next year because I don't like seeing that 23 minutes a game shit. Right there.
Yeah, but I mean, he has
so fucking loaded up on guards for some reason.
Well, I mean, he has been minutes restricted in the beginning.
Yeah, I mean that is true. Minutes restriction was a big thing, but I think the guard situation is a fucking problem we're having right now.
But I will say this: a lot of his percentages have gone up. It's his highest free throw percentage year. It's his highest shooting year. It's his second highest 3-point percentage year. Yeah, if he worked on his 3-point game, if we all worked on our 3-point game, honestly.
But I will say, I mean, surprisingly, like when he shoots it, fucking
it still looks a little wonky though. I feel like Chip England still has some nooks and crannies to undo.
Oh yeah, but I mean, fucking if Chip England can
it took Kawhi like 10 years to shoot.
Yeah, I mean, if he can fucking work on Kawhi's broke ass fucking pussy ass shot. He can adjust. I mean, he fixed Tony Parker's shot.
Ooh. That was a terrible shot, dude.
Tony Parker had a horrible shot,
Tony
and
Parker
then
couldn't shoot without sticking his tongue out.
Yeah, no shit. And then he fixed it. So I mean, I think just give it time. Give Pop time. What's up? Y'all seen Remember the Titans, right?
Yes.
Fucking my brother always quotes this line. Because it's the scene where he gives the defensive coaches his playbook, and it's like real thin, and he's like, "Well, coach, this playbook's real thin. You gonna add any more plays to it?" And he's like, "Nah, I read the read option. Works every time. It's like Novocaine. Give it time, and it works every time." And I mean, dude, it's a process. It's gonna develop. And we're gonna end up winning again. We're gonna be back to form, back to normal form. Trust me.
What do you think our record's gonna be at the end of this year?
Oh, we're probably not gonna make the playoffs. It'll be one of those years.
at least 500 or under 500 though.
What Brad Stevens said, man.
I saw that.
That's probably just because they kicked their ass.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm willing to go ahead and give this season a wash. Like, it's a practice season. I'm not gonna
play fucking Alani.
But he's got.
We're gonna trade DeMar anyway.
Well, who do we
God
need?
damn it, Cerberus.
Who do we need to cut out completely besides Bellinelli? Rudy?
Bellinelli needs to go. I said Bren needs
Just
to go
like letting
too.
the young dudes step up and play.
Actually, those are
Just cut out Bellinelli. Like, just don't even play him at all.
Yeah, Bellinelli needs to stop. I think honestly, dude, we need to trade DeRozan and Aldridge.
even Gay maybe.
It's weird though.
I kind of like Gay. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I know he doesn't do shit, but
I mean, but if you're gonna be in rebuild mode, why be in a half-ass rebuild when you can just go full rebuild?
well, I think you still need players there. You need veterans there, and I don't think Patty's enough to keep as a
Well,
veteran.
you know what? We'll keep LaMarcus at least because we still
We need to
man.
get rid of LaMarcus.
We still need a quote-unquote big man. I don't really.
We
call
got
him
We got Jakob.
big. He's not really a
Dude,
veteran, though.
Jakob. Okay,
I mean, he's good, but he's not a veteran. He's
Oh,
like
yeah.
on his 4th year.
okay, veteran. I thought you were talking about big men. Never mind.
Eubanks is pretty good.
I do like Eubanks. I don't know why you guys shit on me when I say I like Eubanks.
I shit on you. I mean, I'm not a big fan of Eubanks, but it was whatever.
he got stuffed one time or something.
He's a smooth criminal.
I want to see Luca. Not your
I
boy.
want to see
Oh,
Luka
yeah.
Samankic or whatever his name
Yeah.
is too. I thought he was gonna be a fucking beast.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's a beast in the fucking G League right now.
But then again, that's Pop.
Well, because Pop is. Hey, look what DeJounte in the G League?
Derek White.
Derek White was in the G League. Derek White and Lonnie were in the G League.
And Brent?
Kyle Anderson.
Bryn, I think, was in the G League too. Kyle Anderson.
I don't think DeJounte was there.
But they're not fucking stars.
Well, I mean, give them time. I mean, fucking Lonnie's gonna become a star soon here in a little bit.
No, he's gonna fucking sign a 5-year deal with fucking Denver or some shit when he's up.
No, man,
I'm gonna
man.
go someplace that
We
plays me.
we took a chance on him. He had a torn ACL.
Oh, you said DeJounte? I heard Lonnie.
No, Lonnie.
Oh.
Lonnie-
yeah, he had that thing too.
Yeah,
it was a meniscus.
Yeah, he dropped in the draft, and we picked him up. We took a chance on him.
Yeah.
That should go for loyalty, man. I mean, some bitches don't like loyalty.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he does. I think him, DeJounte, they'll fucking stay for years, I think.
Alright, so next year is Lonnie's and DeJounte's big year.
It better fucking
I think that would be, because that would be a whole year in the system.
Yeah.
Pop won't understand them. They'll understand Pop. And I think they'll 100% be ready to go.
we still need to trade people.
I mean, honestly, yes, we need to get rid. I think we need to get rid of DeRozan. I think we need to get rid of
We
Aldridge.
have to get something good.
Well,
People don't want to give stuff for them, but they're having
We could get some first round picks.
they're having
man.
solid years.
yeah.
We could sell. We could trade LaMarcus right now for a solid first round pick. Maybe pick up a nice big man out of a good college.
It's a gamble.
You know.
I want Taco. We should trade for
want it
Taco.
now.
Jeez.
We could have got him.
We should have. Man, Marcus Morris is balling out.
Fuck that motherfucker. That bitch.
18 a game over there in New York, man.
He took a page out of Kawhi's book.
Yeah. No. Well, actually, I
And
heard.
Bertans is balling out. That pisses me off more than
Yeah.
anything. Bertans is killing it in
Yeah.
fucking Washington right now. Dude. The other day he had like fucking 9 threes.
There's our 3-point shooter.
Yeah. Oh man, that's always gonna haunt us.
Yeah, that's gonna piss me off. I mean, but honestly though, I wasn't that big of a fan of.
Well, no, but the thing is, like, we give him up to get Morris, and then Morris doesn't come. So then
Oh yeah, I mean,
And then both of them have great years.
but although I will say though, I mean, we got rid of him, which would have taken playing the time away from Lonnie and people that we needed to play.
Who, Bertans?
Yeah, because Pop would have put him in.
You should have traded Bellinelli.
So now that we've been drinking this White Claw shit, I'm gonna have to sell my cans.
Yeah.
And they're gonna see that I've had White Claw, and they're gonna be like, "What a little bitch." You know what I mean? Because I'm like,
You gotta go to a place that you normally don't go to.
"Oh, this has got to be like an outside one."
Yeah.
Because like, so I'm okay. I mean, people always like make fun of me because I'm like selling cans, but I'm like, it's free money.
I mean, it's not free.
Well, I mean, yeah, I drink. I spend money to buy these cans, but at least I'm getting something fucking back. I mean, it's not a lot.
Something in return besides being buzzed
Yeah,
and drunk.
yeah.
Tasty
I'm not ready
good.
for this. What is this? Lime?
Wine. Oh, yeah, I got a P2.
Natural lime.
P2, I've seen that movie.
That means
Me
you
too.
squeeze limes into it.